right, Shalom. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, by Shem Rakakbadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. It's your brother Atazabam Bayal. We'll read this first scripture, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. And welcome to another installment of the modern day so-called black woman and her plight, her folly, and fiascos. All right. We'll have two clips that'll be about 10 minutes long together, following this scripture and this opening. All right, so stay tuned for the clips, and we'll get a couple of more scriptures at the end. All right, so stay tuned.
Hey, this is Raul of Please Act Right. It's funny how some of these Western women automatically believe that they're in control of when they decide that they want to seriously start dating. Check this out.
So remember I told y'all I had one more talking stage in me, one more relationship, and that was it. I think I'm through.
Don't let these women fool you. These are the type of women who wasted their time with the bad boy type. And most of them, they were toxic in those relationships, or should I say, so-called relationships.
I can't even get to the fucking talking stage because everybody not looking for nothing serious, not looking for a relationship, not looking for a girlfriend.
So now she wants to get a good guy because she's taking life seriously. But the good guys like myself are not wasting any of our time with these type of women anymore.
What you looking for, a homeboy?
No, because that would insinuate that we prefer men.
Oh, no. They're looking for somebody they can just suck and fuck on.
Have you ever heard a Western woman recording herself saying that they aren't cooking, they aren't cleaning, or doing anything for a man, but showing up and looking cute? You all have pretty much reduced yourself to nothing more than something to lay on.
And have no obligations and no commitment to, which I don't know what they looking for, because I give all types of wife over here.
Did you give any of your time to a nice guy who wanted to give you a commitment in your earlier years? And if you're such wife material, then why are you having such a hard time finding a good man to wife you up?
I'm tired. I'm tired of just, you know what I'm saying, having a good time with somebody and then kicking them out of my house, because I don't do sleepovers and move-ins.
She means she doesn't do them anymore. I guarantee you, there are some guys out there that'll tell you that she's done sleepovers with them before. Don't you find it interesting how once they're done playing around, now all of a sudden they have high values and priorities?
That's one thing. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, cook breakfast for somebody, ask somebody how they like their eggs.
No thank you. We can cook our own eggs.
I want somebody to be asking me what I'm cooking for dinner tonight and tell me they coming for a plate.
AKA, I'm tired of paying my own bills. Cooking for a man would be easier. You couldn't figure that out before?
I'm trying to go out and know everybody know I got a +1 because they know I go everywhere with my men.
She no longer wants to be seen as one of those older women who blew it in her younger years. So she needs somebody to show off. You know, she doesn't want to be considered an old maid.
It's giving, why? What's wrong?
That's the same thing us good guys were saying about you when you chose to run with Pookie and Ray Ray. I mean, come on, let's be serious. Am I the only one that can tell that she hardly dated good guys in her younger years?
Can the man just come to the check and y'all come talk to me for a second? Like, what is it? It can't be the goals. I got goals too.
And our goal was to have you when you were younger, before you started making stupid decisions with men. Now, our goals have changed. Our goal is to run from women like you who made bad decisions in your youth.
Yo, you need to learn how to delegate your feelings and compartmentalize what the you got going on. Y'all need to learn priorities. Learn how to communicate.
The good guys you want now, they do know how to prioritize and communicate. And they're communicating with you loud and clear. They don't want you now.
You gotta hang with a bitch every day?
We don't hang with women who refer to themselves as the B word at all.
Here's my thing.
You might as well give it up, but go ahead.
I really would like to know. Like, so y'all get into the comments, y'all let me know. But it's an epidemic. What they say? It's an epidemic. If I can get the right. It's an epidemic.
You're absolutely right. It's an epidemic. An epidemic that women started in Western culture that led men to not want you anymore.
Of these men not wanting to be the man in the relationship. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't understand what you're saying, because it's an epidemic of men who don't want to be with women who want to be the man in the relationship.
They do want to get their dicks wet. That's clear. We got that covered. Y'all want a hunch.
And what heterosexual man do you know that doesn't want a hump?
But y'all don't want to do anything else, which for me is very confusing.
You mean like how it's confusing to a man when a woman says she's not cooking and cleaning ever if there's a man in the house, but the man still has to pay all the bills?
Because they'll be like, oh, I don't want a relationship. But I mean, we could chill and watch movies and stuff and hang out and go out to dinner and things like that. But like, I don't want a relationship. What the fuck?
It simply means that as long as we don't give you a commitment, you act like you got some sense. The minute that we give you the commitment and the relationship, then here comes all your nonsense. So why would we bother with having a relationship with you?
What's the relationship to y'all?
The same definition you have, only we were offering it to you 20 years ago. But you wanted to spend your time with the wrong dudes.
Because for me, if all we doing is sucking and fucking, baby, don't ask me how my day was. You call me when you want some coochie, and I'm gonna call you when it's vice versa.
Usually a guy that's gonna come over and just hit it and quit it, he's not gonna ask you how your day was. Those guys really don't care. And the ones who do ask, they were just being polite.
I know how to have a sneaky link. I know how to have a friend with benefits. But I don't want one right now.
Did she or did she not just prove my point? I know how to have a sneaky link, I just don't want one right now. See, time is of the essence now. So it's time for her to get serious after having years of sneaky links, aka booty calls.
I want somebody to come and let's join together and we build something together.
Look at the background behind her. She's basically saying she wants a man to come in and pay them bills for her because she's tired of paying them all by herself.
Can we work on our goals together?
Nope.
Babe, because when we're in a marriage, we still need to be able to flow individually together.
I guess nobody told her. We're not marrying women from Western culture anymore. Poor thing. I guess she didn't get the email. You might want to check your spam box, dear.
And I'm in Atlanta. I forgot to leave that as the context.
Atlanta, Chicago, Philadelphia, California, it doesn't matter. Women all over first world countries like the United States are experiencing the same thing. You modern day women made it clear that you didn't want us and you didn't need us. So your wish is now our command.
When you get in your car, you just need to put your location in the trip planner. It recommends where you need to stop.
We out. Uh-oh. Did her brain freeze?
I'm having issues. I'm having issues. Just bear with me, y'all. Please bear with me.
And you're more than likely going to be having that same issue for the rest of your life. Fellas, do not try to save these women. This is what they asked for, so we're going to give them exactly what they want. Let them stay by themselves, pay their own bills, and take care of their own households. I want you to take a look at this woman. Does she strike you as the loving, caring, kind, nurturing type of woman that you want to make your wife? The excessive piercings, tattoos, long carved fingernails, and the way she speaks.
If all we doing is sucking and fucking, baby, don't ask me how my day was. You call me when you want some coochie, and I'm gonna call you when it's vice versa.
Tells me everything I need to know about what happened to her in her past when it came down to the type of men that she dated. This is the type of woman that runs with the hood type dudes. And now that the clock has almost ran out, now she wants the good guy to come along and save her. Fellas, don't do it. If you want female companionship in Western culture, the way a woman speaks, dresses, and carries herself speaks volumes of how she spent her younger years. I grew up in what you would consider the hood, so I know the hood when I see it.
Harass! 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 Harass!
And on a lighter note, before I end, let me give a shout out to all the feminine, loving, caring women from other cultures like Thailand, Dominican Republic, Brazil, and the Philippines, just to name a few. Please know that we see you, we appreciate you, and some of us are coming to get you. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me.
I'm a pretty black girl with herpes. Of course I have family members and friends talk about people with herpes, not knowing I'm people with herpes. Oh well. I'm a pretty black girl with herpes. Of course, people try to tell me how to live my life and who I should or shouldn't date. Question: if I'm not dating you, then why does it matter? I'm a pretty black girl with herpes. Of course, some people were going in on Usher on social media for allegedly having the virus. I was in the comments going to bat for him like I was head in charge on the herpes committee. Because, pardon me, I'm a pretty black girl with herpes. Of course, people want to tussle with me about who doesn't want to date anyone with the disease, as if I haven't been living with it for 7 years and know firsthand that that's not true. But I digress. I'm a pretty black girl with herpes. Of course, when I pop out with a guy and run into someone who knows, they stare at me perplexed. Yes, if we're dating as you're assuming, then he knows. But is it any of your business in the first place?
So we're back, right? So we saw those 2 clips, and the one that was, it's kind of lengthy, and the guy's channel, he did a very good commentary on it. And oftentimes, we do videos about the attitudes and the lack of fear that many women, show, and have the idea that men are here on the planet just to please them. Now, you're getting into this age now, or in this time period, I should say, where women are calling themselves waking up now, starting to see that the clock is ticking for them. All right, and that guy, he did a pretty good job in breaking down what she was saying. And we'll read this again. All right, Ecclesiasticus 26:25: a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Right, and these women are so proud, and refuse to listen to the man, and you're going to come crawling back because you're going to need the covering of a man. There's no doubt about that. The times are coming to where women, you don't have your pick of the litter, if you will. You won't have your time anymore to where you can abuse, men who are good, upstanding men, And now the majority of you are starting to realize that you need a real man in your life, all right? And you women, you lack wisdom, So let's go in here and go to Job, and let's see here. Let's just jump in right here, verse 13. Job 39:13. It reads, gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth and warmeth them in the dust, and forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that wild beasts may break them. She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. Why? Because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. Right back here, we'll read verse 16 again. She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. Now, they'll be talking about some beasts, the understanding of women being without the wisdom of the Lord, which is why you need a man, all right? Because you women can't be left alone unto yourselves, all right? Because also being the weaker vessel, you don't understand really, truly, how to run your life, and that's why you need your head, to help you and to guide you, but as we always say, Esau is giving you women the opportunity, all right, to fail, This is Proverbs 14 and 8, and reads, "The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way, but the folly of fools is deceit." And that young woman in the first clip that was kind of long, has the wrong idea, right? And you could look at her and tell she's filled with deceit. Okay, she just trying to get her a L7, right? Trying to get her a square that she can manipulate. Okay, somebody who will be a fool for her. All right, so she can play and run her little game. Okay, while she wasted all of her good productive years, more than likely, going from one ride to the other. And now you want to look for a serious relationship. Well, good men are not looking for women like you anymore. All right, tried to give you a chance, but you wanted to run the street and play your game. And we're not gonna make this long. Just something to, this is like almost like a weekly thing here, Salakia. This thing's acting up. All right. Just something to show you that these women are continuously spewing out the filth that's already in them, right? They're putting it on display, putting their folly out on display by using social media, okay? And they don't understand how ridiculous this makes them look, okay? Now you saw in the second clip, this little game that they got going on TikTok, I guess, with certain women who, it started with a bitter baby mama drama to going on to almost any and everything, right? Now, whether the woman was telling the truth that she actually has a virus, has the herpes virus, even if you had that, why would you make fun of yourself and put that out there for everybody to see? Now, I kind of think that they think that they're, being funny, okay? All right, I don't know anybody in their right mind that would broadcast something such as that. But either way, women think that everything is a joke, okay? And anything for fame and popularity, all right? Anything for numbers, anything for likes and subscribers, okay? And you women, you're out there and you're taking life so much for granted, okay, that you're gonna always have tomorrow, all right, to do your BS. I'm gonna do my best to keep it clean this evening, all right. This is 1 Timothy 2 and 9, and it reads, "In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel." And when we talk about that first woman, you could see with all the stuff that she had on, the tattoos and the earrings, and the seashells. Okay, that spells trouble. Just looking at her, had her boobs all perked up. That spells trouble for any man. Okay, you won't be able to tame her. Okay, she's been wild too long. She may cook you eggs the first morning, but after that, you probably ain't gonna get no more eggs. You see? But she was not dressed modestly, right? And when a woman is modest, she's not gonna put herself out there like that anyway. All right, let's continue in the scripture. It's 1 Timothy 2 and 9, and it says, "In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel with what? Shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair or gold, or pearls or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works," right? You adorn yourself with your good works, and your good works will show your obedience, your fear, first of all, to the Most High, and your obedience to your husband, all right? That you will follow your husband, okay, and do all the wifely things that you're supposed to do, all right? Instead of being loud and obnoxious and doing whatever you can to be seen and heard, okay? When you shamefaced it, you don't do those types of things, all right? Let's go over here to Ecclesiastes. Let me see here. 7. Let's jump in at 25, and then this will be it. All right, and this is the preacher Solomon, right? King Solomon, okay? And reason I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things and to know the wickedness of folly, right? Folly, right? Doing things, acting in a certain way or manner, which shows that you're silly, right? Even of foolishness and madness, and I find more bitter than death what? The woman whose heart is snares and nets, and that's what that first chick kind of reminds me of. You know, she's setting a snare, okay? She's setting a trap, hoping that some guy, all right, who's not wise enough, you know, and thinks that she may be, she's like, that's that deceit, okay? Where she's trying to trick a guy into thinking that she's ready to settle down and be an obedient wife, which you could look at it and tell she got rebellion in her eyes just by the way she was talking with her hands. You know she ain't changed none, right? She just looking for somebody that she can play on, okay? Getting back to the scripture, it says, verse 26, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands, whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, right? So you want to stay away from women like that. Oh, no, I want to settle down. I want to be a wife now. I want to cook for somebody. No. You had your chance for that. You blew that. Okay? But the sinner shall be taken by her. Behold, this have I found, said the preacher, right? Counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. You see? So to find just a woman, right, who fears the Lord, doesn't have any folly, will listen to her husband, it's hard to find that woman. Okay? And that's pretty much it. You know, like I said, this is just another installment on the modernized woman, right? The so-called black woman, okay? Who's filled with folly, all right? So that'll do it for the lesson, okay? That's all I got on that. All right, shalom.